Hello and welcome back to another SkyVisitor guide. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a host. So if there is a new member of staff that requires to be a host, this is a very easy way to set that up for them. From this screen here, all you're simply going to want to do is click on System User. From here there will be a bunch of users currently registered on the system, and all you want to click on is this Create Host button right here. Once you've clicked on that, you then enter the name of the host you would like to set up. So for this, I'm just going to set up John Deere. And once you've done this, you'll then have a list of locations that you can then set that user up against. So in this instance, by default, it's selected all of the user locations. If there's a specific location that I want that host to be registered under, you can simply untick the boxes that don't pertain to that host that you are creating. So if I just want to create a host for Northside, I can untick the other boxes and just leave that one ticked. And if you then hit save, you'll then come through to the information page where you can enter details about this host that you're creating. So if it's a tenant, you can enter the company that the tenant is a part of, upload photos and other information like that. Down here at the bottom, you can enter contact information so that once this host visitors arrive on site, they can receive email notifications and SMS text messages. If this host only wants to receive certain notifications, like if the visitor has checked in or only when they check out, you can select the individual sections right here. For this purpose, I will enter my email address, and I won't keep a number attached. So at this point, you can click Save once you're happy with the details, and the user will be created, and as you can see, the email address is saved there. From this point, if you would like to now set up a login for that host so that they can log in, use the website, register visits, you can now click on the Login Credentials tab, and under this tab you will then be able to set up their username, password and permission group. So for here, I'm just going to type in John Deere. So this full link here is what they will need to input. So not just this part in the box here, the first part as well, which is obviously a part of the domain that you are currently under. Now you will need to set a password for the person. For this, you can just create a very basic password and then have them change it later by ticking Force Password Change, or email temporary password as well. If you email temporary password, they'll be able to log in with the random password that's provided to them, and then they can change it as well. So if you don't want to set a password for them, you can tick Force Password Change and email temporary password, and that will send to the email that is set up in the details box right here. Once you've created the host, they will then need to log on to their host account via the website. So once you have set up their password or emailed them the temporary password, you'll then need to set a permission group. So obviously you click the green plus here and you get this little drop down box here. And from here, you can then select what kind of permissions you would like this user to have. So if you would like them to simply just pre-book their own visits, that is an option. If they are a system administrator, that can be selected. If it's someone for external access, that can also be selected. There's a big list of different permission groups. Additional ones can be created if need be. For this purpose, we'll just select reception and we'll set up a temporary password. That email will now go to my email address, and I will be able to log in using that temporary password. Once this has all been done, you can simply hit save, and that information will now be set up. This concludes the tutorial on how to set up a host. If you would like any additional information or support, please contact our help desk for more information.